Yeah. So, am I having a midlife crisis right now? I am. But we got another one who's interested in that Starbucks. Before I break down on my midlife crisis, there's another female. She about 5'1" though, 5'2". She's slightly taller than Little Seven. She's lesser looks. She's about a 6, a small 6. So about a 5 or a 6, somewhere around there. She's not as pretty as Little Seven, but I could tell, you know, when a female like me, they look at my face. They look at my face a lot more, man. And our eyes lock. You feel what I'm saying? She look at my face. I look at her. And I try not to turn away, man, because I want to look deep into them eyes. You feel what I'm saying? But she young too, man. She about 24, something like that. That's how I like it, man. 24 years old, no children. Ain't been hurt by a bunch of dudes. Trying to take it out on you and shit. Fuck all that. I like them young, 24, 25. But anyway, midlife crisis. Back to what I was saying, man. Am I having a midlife crisis? Yes. Because I feel like I don't have a whole lot of time here on earth, man. My youth is slipping away. Eventually, I'm going to get old. And when I get old, I don't want to be alone. So I'm prepping every single day, man, to make sure that don't happen throughout my life. Make sure it doesn't happen. Keep on keeping on. And it's a midlife crisis. Is it good for you? Yeah, as long as you're changing for the better. You feel what I'm saying? As long as you ain't being reckless and shit, and you realize what's really more important after a certain amount of years that go by, man. And oh my God, I'm 45, I ain't got shit. I gotta get this bag, yo. You know what I'm saying? You just wake up all of a sudden, man, and you get tired of being in your situation, and you're willing to change to get out of your situation in the future. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, sometimes a midlife crisis, most of the time, midlife crisis is good for you, man, because you finally waking up. You finally waking up and smelling the coffee, like, look, I gotta change something, man, because I don't like the way things are going. I don't like the way things are. I changed because I want things to be better in the future. I don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. Like an insane person. You feel what I'm saying? I changed because I want things to change. So I keep on doing the same goddamn thing and it'll never change. So you go through a midlife crisis, you're like, oh my God, I wake up, you start smelling that coffee, man. You waking up and smell, that's what, that old saying, waking up and smelling the coffee. That's what you're doing. You finally waking up. I mean, I've been woke up at the beginning of the pandemic when I hit 40, man. I started chasing the bag at 40 years old. I realized time is of the essence, man, and I ain't got a whole lot of time left. So I'm trying to do everything I can, man, to keep from you know, being old and alone in the future, because I know that once I have money in my pocket, I'll never be alone. I'll always have a girlfriend, by my side, man. And I see what happens to guys who don't get their bread together. They end up old and alone. Or you can't stop old age, man. It's gonna happen to you. All you can do is prep for it. Get ready for it. That's all you gotta do. That's all you can do, man. Prep for old age, man. It's gonna come. I feel my body breaking down every single goddamn year that goes by. It just keeps getting worse. It's like after age 25, your body starts to break down. Okay? Every single year past age 25, it's a slow decline. Your body starts to break down after a certain age, man. You feel what I'm saying? So your body is telling you something, man. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready for old age. Prep for things. Them days are coming. The old age is coming. I don't want to be by myself, man. You feel what I'm saying? So as long as you changing for the better, man, a midlife crisis ain't bad at all. Some people try to say, "Oh, you're having a midlife crisis," or they try to say it, or they try to they try to say it's a bad thing, but really it's a good thing to have a midlife crisis, because you're making changes and adjustments, man. That's needed. You hear what I'm saying? You're making changes and adjustments. That's all what's happening, man. That's all that's happening. And I know when I talk about the bag, I get low views, I get low likes. You feel what I'm saying? But it's got to be talked about, though. On a serious note, it has to be. Because your whole entire life depends on that bag, man. Don't ever forget it. I want to date women like her at Starbucks. That little girl, she cute, man. The way she looked at, the way she looked up at me, man. Like, it makes me want to continue to just chase this bag, man. All of a sudden you fasting too. Having a midlife crisis out here in these streets, man. Today's workout day. It's kind of hot though. I should have worked out earlier. God damn it. I don't know what I was thinking. Right now it's busy, man, because it's Friday and it's payday. Ain't it the first yet? It's not the first yet, is it? Let me see. It's the 30th, man. The first is in a few more days. Feel what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do, man. You just gotta change for the better. That's all it is, man. You see things that's not going your way and you want them to go your way. It's simple, man. Change. It's like me. If I wanted to lose weight, I couldn't eat a bagel with cream cheese every single goddamn morning. I had to change something. You gotta give up something to get something. Cause that fucking cream, you eat that every single goddamn morning, man, it'll make you fat. Even though cream cheese, you know, with a bagel is good, okay? That shit is good like a motherfucker, but you eat too much of it, you get fat. That's like a cheat meal, man. Cream cheese bagel. Man, you can't eat a cheat meal every single goddamn day. That's why I start fasting, man, because I really want to slim down. And I'm getting the results that I want. I'm getting the attention from females that I want. So it's like you got to make up your mind and say, you know what, man? What matters the most, man? That cream cheese bagel or attention from like Little Seven? Attention from Little Seven. Okay, but don't eat that cream cheese bagel then, nigga. For real. You gotta ask yourself sometimes. You gotta ask yourself questions and shit in your head. What's more important? You know, you know, attention from females or junk food at this point, bro. Because the cream cheese with bagel, that's junk food. Because you got the cream cheese and you got the white bread. Well, I usually get the everything bagel. You know what I'm saying? With all the seeds on it. You know. You feel what I'm saying? But I didn't want that this morning. I'm like, no. I need to keep on getting attention from females. Nah, because I realized something, man. That food, you know, that food could get in the way of you getting laid, man. It can get in the way of the attraction between you and women, man. It can get in the way. So I cut that out, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Today we're gonna have another bowl of pho. I've been eating pho for the last like 2 or 3 days because it's the healthiest stuff out here, man. You know, fast food and stuff. Cut that out. I had some McDonald's last week, and I had Kentucky Fried Chicken before that. The week before that. So now you start realizing that you ain't got a whole lot of time left and you're willing to change and make adjustments to get what you want. You hear what I'm saying? To get what you want out of life. So they're always struggling to get something. Always struggle. Struggling for women's attention. You know, like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, get the fat off me, man. Work out. You know, fasting. Go back to fasting, because I used to fast back when I was on the juice. I was having 1 meal a day, basically, man. I wasn't eating a whole lot. You know. Fasting because I want to look leaner, and then you're not gonna look leaner if you keep on eating cream cheese bagels, bagels with cream cheese on it. Man, that's fattening, man. That'll fatten your ass up, and you wonder why females are not looking your way, nigga, because you stuff your goddamn mouth so much. So you gotta like calm down and say, you know what? God damn it, I'm tired of this shit. Feel me? Tired of not getting attention. Because we all want female attention, bro. Whether you believe it or not, we all want female attention. It's natural. But if you're doing something that's keeping you from getting the attention that you want, you gotta stop. You know, you gotta stop that shit, bro. You see what I'm saying? What's up with it? What's up with a stare? Copper stare? What's up with it? You know what I'm saying? You gotta make adjustments and say, you know what? Fuck that, man. I'm done with doing the last shit that I was doing to keep me from getting female attention. And I'm starting to like the female attention that I've been getting ever since I lost the weight, man. I'm still dropping pounds. I'm not done. Lowering the body fat percentage by fasting, eating 2 meals a day. You feel what I'm saying? Exercising. We gotta work out, man. So I could be like the Karate Kid. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it? I'm good, man. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? This midlife crisis kicking in, making adjustments, making changes. That's how we do it out here in these streets, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's how we do it out here in these streets. We make adjustments out here in these streets. You know? You know? Yeah, that's how we gonna do it. Yeah, it's always good with self-improvement. Yeah, it is, man. I don't know why guys don't understand that. Some guys, they don't understand that you have to self-improve in order to get the things that you want out of life, man. Feel what I'm saying? You have to self-improve. You stay in one spot your whole entire life. You stay in one spot your whole entire life, you'll never be happy, man. You'll always be miserable. Like I said, man, the undisciplined motherfuckers, they don't live happy lives. They live bad lives. They live miserable lives. You know, like some of these YouTubers out here, bro. They getting up on here, complaining about females and, you know, not getting their attention and, you know, like Savvy Guy, man. I keep using him as a prime example. The hell in my nose, man. Savvy Guy. You know, he complaining, but I don't see no changing though. You know? You know? So you gotta change. Whatever you doing that's keeping you from being happy, you gotta change. I want to be happy, so I change. I said, okay, this is miserable right here, man. I ain't doing this shit no more. I'm good. You know, I don't eat so much goddamn junk food, man. So many goddamn carbs. You eating too goddamn much. You stuffing your face. That's why you got a double chin. You eating too much. You eating too much food, man. Not enough exercise. You know what I'm saying? So I cut out on the food in the morning, man. All I do is have a coffee. That's about it in the morning. A coffee drink. That's about it. But now I'm getting more happy. I find myself in more happier moods and stuff because I lost weight and I'm getting attention from females. So that's making me more happy. That means I'm getting rewarded for my discipline, man. There's a reward for discipline, man. I'm telling you. There's a reward for discipline. You know? You know? But I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, Copper Star. I appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's how you gotta do, man. You know, you gotta realize that, hey, man, I gotta change or I'm gonna be forever miserable in a life of hell. Because a life without women in it, man, that's a life of hell to me, man. Focus, man, and stay up on your grind, and you'll be a happier person, man. You know, and that's why we can't afford to be fat nowadays, man. You know, a lot of guys can't afford to be fat. They can't afford to be broke. We're living in an age of the internet where everything is highly competitive, man, for female attention. And the last thing you need to be is fat or overweight or chunky. That's the last thing you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on myself, man, so I can start having children in the future. Cause that one chick behind the counter, I'll impregnate her, man. She about 5'2" or something like that. She kind of short. They're like, all these females that's short, they looking at me. It's the short ones, bro. I don't get the tall ones. I mean, every now and then I get a tall one. Don't get me wrong. There's a few tall ones that like me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But I want to continue to decrease this goddamn body fat and get my female attention on. And if it's working, hell, I'm gonna keep on dropping the body fat percentage. Shit. You know, I'm in survival beast mode right now. My genetics want to survive. My genetics want to survive, bro. So, something in my nose, man. Something in my nose. Fucking goddamn. You know, everything starts going wrong when you get older. You got hair in your nose, hair in your ears. I don't have no hair in my ears yet. You know. So he started like, shit, man. Time is, it's like, it's time is not on my side anymore. When I was young, time was on my side. You get to be 45, time ain't on your side no more, man. It's either do or die. And you get tired of being chunky, you get tired of being fat, you get tired of being overweight. So you start making the adjustments to make things happen for you, man. You know, start making adjustments to be more happy. You know, now I feel a lot happier, 7 pounds lighter than I did when I was 7 pounds heavier. Well, fucking goddamn something in my nose. Get off me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about being happy, man. If you're doing stuff that's making you unhappy, you gotta stop. Check yourself. But some of you guys you haven't made it to that midlife crisis yet. You feel what I'm saying? Some of you guys don't even realize until it's too late, man. You're like, God damn, I'm 30, man. I'm supposed to have everything together. Let me start going to school. Let me start chasing this bag. You know, I gotta get it together, baby. I told you, a turning point. That's what happens to a lot of motherfuckers, bro. They get tired of being sick and tired, man. Yeah. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? You get tired of being sick and tired. Man, what I gotta do to change stuff, man? So, okay. I'll do this, man. I'll make sure I change, man. Because I want things to be better in my life. So the old bad habits that you used to do, you don't do them no more. Why? Because you want things to change in your life. You feel what I'm saying? You want the future to be brighter, not darker. I don't do those bad habits no more. So dude, like, why? How come we don't eat no cream cheese bagel no more, bruh? That shit is good. Nah, man, I don't want to do that no more. Making me fat. I'm not getting the attention from females that I want. You know what I'm saying? It's like a bunch of fat dudes standing around talking about, hey, man, you ain't fat. What's up, man? You ain't down with us no more? You ain't down with us fat niggas no more? What's your problem? That cream cheese bagel was good, nigga. I can't believe you passed that up. Motherfuckers standing around with burgers and cheese fries in their hands and shit. Come on, man, you ain't down with us fat niggas no more, man. Man, you sold out, bruh. You supposed to have ate that cream cheese bagel. You supposed to have ate that cheeseburger or that cream cheese bagel. That motherfucker was delicious. What you talking about? I'm like, that's why you ain't getting no female attention. Look at your face. You're stuffing it, bruh. That's your problem right there. You need to change that shit, bruh. Man, I ain't changing nothing, bro. I like being fat and overweight, but all kinds of diabetes going on. I like that shit, Lord. Okay, bro. You feel what I'm saying? For real, like a fucking peer pressure and shit. Well, you ain't eating no burgers no more, bro. You ain't eating the cheese. You ain't eating the cheese Danish or the cheese bagel no more. What's going on, bro? This nigga ain't down with us no more. I'm like, leave me alone. This nigga ain't fat. What's going on? Like that, the weird Alkovich song. You know I'm fat, you know it. And they had a bunch of fat dudes standing around to my man, you ain't fat. You ain't down with us no more. What's up with it, Jamie in the house? What's up with it? You know what I'm saying? You know, and then discipline make me feel good about myself, bro. Like man, the little chick, the 5'2" chick, I'm gonna just call her 5'2", man, cause she around 5'2", and she ain't taller. Maybe like 5'1" or 5'2", I think. You know, I'm just gonna call her 5'2" now. It's a new chick that just got hired at Starbucks, and I could tell she liked me. She said hi to me when she passed by, man, a few times, man. Normally, if a female don't like you, they're gonna keep you pushing. They're gonna keep it going. You feel what I'm saying? But she said hi to me twice when she passed by. Because sometimes the employees, they go to the bathroom and shit, or they picking up stuff, off the ground, or they sweeping. She said hi to me twice while she was doing that. You know what I'm saying? So and she looked at me in the face while we was making transactional, and I could just tell she was looking at me like, I like this guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's handsome to me. That's what I like to see, man. I like to see results. I like to see things change around me when I'm not happy. You feel what I'm saying? So I make the adjustments and the changes because I'm not happy about the way things are going in life. I don't like the way my life is going. I'm gonna change, and then I won't go back this time. I'm not gonna put on no more goddamn weight. I'm gonna make fasting everyday thing, man. Until the day that I die, man. I'm never gonna stop fasting, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just think like 3 meals a day is too goddamn much food, bro. You get fat like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like a carb-free meal in the morning, then I can see you not putting on weight. But if every meal is carbs, man, you're gonna get fat. Feel what I'm saying? You're supposed to be carb cycling anyway. Have one meal without carbs, like a salad or something. You know what I'm saying? With no croutons. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, yeah, I'm having my midlife crisis because I hate the way my life is going right now. So I'm making adjustments. I want female attention in my life. You got to put down the cream cheese bagel. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that, man. Maybe like once a week you can have it on a cheat meal. Once a week is good, but every morning, bro, no. You put on weight. Even if you're working out, you're still gonna put on weight. You'll be heavy out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no. So no, I'm not down with the fat souls no more, man. You know what I'm saying? My voice changed and everything. Man, my voice don't sound like I'm fat. When you eat a bunch of junk food, man, you get stuck. You can't get your words out quick enough. You feel what I'm saying? Everything is slower. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you got to do, man, and make them changes in your life, man, because, I got to have female companionship in my life, man. You can't do it if you're fat, man. Shit. It makes things easier when you're at a low percentage body fat. It makes things easier with women when you're at low percentage body fat. And when you got a high body fat percentage, man, it makes things harder. So that's how I look at it. Feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, it's time for me to change and do things Get this bag, hustle, put some hustle behind this muscle. That's what you gotta do, bro. That's exactly what you gotta do. You gotta make sure you stay on your grind. You know what I'm saying? And all the complaining that motherfuckers do, man, that ain't doing nothing but making things worse. You know, Savvy Guy and a few other guys on here, they just getting on here, uploading videos, one after the next, complaining about the situation. How is complaining gonna do anything about it, man? You feel what I'm saying? You want female attention, you're gonna have to earn that shit the hard way. Like I said, men, we live life on hard mode, man. When women, they live life on easy mode. My ex-girlfriend, she moved on so quick, okay? She moved on faster than me. She had a boyfriend like a year later after we broke up, and I was still single. So life is easier for women. That's why we die earlier, man, because our life is harder than theirs. You know, like I said, at the pho spot where I eat, you know, at least 3 or 4 times a week, because that's the healthiest stuff around here, man. I can't merely mess with this goddamn fast food, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'll get fat like a motherfucker, but the lady that served me my pho every single time I go there, her husband died. She outlived her husband. And that goes to show that our lives are a lot harder than women, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So we die sooner before them. Because we had to hustle through our whole entire life to make things right. And when you hustling throughout your whole entire life, you're taking years off your life right there. Just by going after goals and stuff. Staying up all night, doing extra work. You feel what I'm saying? Right there, you just, you know, you're just taking years off your life. So yeah, you know, that's it. You know, I got 2 sisters, and I know I'm gonna die before them, because I'm a male, and I'm the oldest. You know what I'm saying? I told my sister straight up, I said, look, I know I'm gonna go first. Before everybody. Before my other sister that live in Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Before my little sister. I'm gonna go first before all of them, because I'm the oldest one, and I'm like I said, and I'm a man. I'm the male of the family. You feel what I'm saying? Because we work so goddamn hard throughout our whole entire life just to make women happy, bro. just so women can have an easier life. Why you think women's life is so easy? It's because of us men. We make your life easy. We invented the cars, the planes, the trucks, you know, the boats to make life more convenient for everybody, and especially women. You feel what I'm saying? So we don't live to be 100 years old. We don't live to be 90. Hell, a lot of us don't even make it to 80. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a midlife crisis going on with me, because I realized that what's more important. That's it. I gotta go. I'll see y'all on the next one. It's already 38. Yeah, it's already 38 minutes in already, man. I'm supposed to stop at 30. But you guys have a good day. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.